Well, hello everybody. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic Wednesday. May spring be slowly coming to wherever you're currently located. I hope you're all ready to chat about cord cutting. If you're here watching this on replay, every Wednesday about 8 p.m. Eastern, we go live for an hour to answer all of your cord cutting related questions. So if you ever wanted to join us live, feel free to join us here. You can always post your questions later or in our cord cutting tech support group on Facebook. Cord cutting tech support, it's got about 50-some thousand members. Love to have you come and post your questions. There's hundreds of people there that do, or thousands, tens of thousands that do nothing but answer your cord cutting related questions. So feel free to post your questions over there. But we are quickly going to share this across all kinds of different social media so everybody can see it. Hello, Tom. And then we're going to dive into the chat of the day and hopefully help you get the most out of your cord cutting experience. All right, so one last place to share this. Minette, am I saying that right? I hope I am. Richard, hello. It's good to see you here. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. Everybody's piling in. There we go. Last place to share this over in the Facebook tech group so everybody knows that we are live. And let's jump into the questions now. Hello, movie fan. Great to see you back here. Martin. So many people come back week after week. It's so great to see that. We really do appreciate that support. Hello, NYC, CNN. Hello, everybody. So, if you have a question, now that I've shared this everywhere, post your question in the show notes down below, and or to the side, however it is on your device, and I'll be do my best to answer them. All right. Kristen, DJ, Robert, different Robert this time. Welcome. It's good to see you here. All right. So a lot of news happened. Oh, my phone is buzzing. A lot happening in the world of cord cutting right now. So if you have a question about it, let me know. Let's chat all things cord cutters news, cord cutting in general, answer your questions. But also, hey, real quick, I think we're almost to 61,000 right, but over the weekend we hit 60,000 YouTube subscribers. Incredibly thankful. April is our 6th anniversary, and we have one crazy good giveaway happening right now. Let me see here. Yep, here it is. I'm going to post it. We are giving away right now a 65-inch 4K HDR Roku TV with a from TCL, the 6 Series, which was our vote for the best TV under $1,000, a $100 Sling TV gift card, and an antenna. I just put a link to that giveaway. If you want to enter the giveaway, check that out. Stefan says, Luke, why is it that they are taking channels like Discovery off packages from streaming services? I'm assuming you're talking about DirecTV. DirecTV is trying to get more profit, so they raise the price and cut the number of channels. By cutting the number of channels, they don't have to pay as much in royalties. All right, let's see here. Turn that off. See here. When a 65-inch all right, so let's see here, stretch that out. Let's fix that more part. And that way everybody who comes in will know about the giveaway. All right, there we go. And I'll just share it down here. All right. Sorry, I know that's fantastic cord cutting right there videos, but I had to put that on there. Had a little bit long day today, kind of snuck in here at the last minute. Always fun when you have to go fix a flat in a car tire. Why don't you interact with your subscribers in the comments? I do quite often. We post on a lot of them. We try to like a lot. I am very busy though, unfortunately, so I can't always subscribe to everyone or answer every question. But that is a big part of why we do the Q&As here, DJ. This is like a dedicated time to do my best to interact with as many of the subscribers as possible. And, you know, if you go back, we do answer quite a few, but not all. It's just impossible when between our YouTube, our Facebook, or Twitter, the comments on the site, every minute there's comments coming in. So we do our best to answer as many as we can. Andrea says, is the WWE network price going up? I have not heard, but it's been years since the WWE price went up. So it could happen anytime. Any news on the AirPlay 2 coming to TCL Roku TVs? Well, we do know Apple's new TV app is coming to Roku's later this year, but I don't know about AirPlay 2 support. Is DirecTV Now the same across platforms? It's terribly slow with the Fire TV. It's slow on the Roku and Android TV. Yes, I hear is very similar. I have it on multiple, and I haven't noticed a great improvement on any particular device overall. DG, excuse me. You can comment on other videos. I will do my best to respond to as many as possible. And feel free to interact with other subscribers here. Unfortunately, it's just a physical impossibility to reply to every single video. Is the DirecTV Now coming to the Xbox? They said at one point it was, and there's even been reports that in the Xbox beta testing community, there has been a DirecTV Now app. But since then, it's kind of vanished. They haven't talked about it. They haven't done anything with it. And it's kind of really, honestly, it's kind of really hard to say if they are going to do it or not because they haven't really commented on this at all, to be honest with you. The Xbox app was like, oh yeah, we're going to do it. And then one day just stopped talking about it. That's all we really know. Luke, do you have plans to make more videos for YouTube? Yes. So we're doing the Monday through Friday news briefs. We're doing the Saturday weekly recaps. We're doing special Q&As like this one and other ones. And I got some reviews that are going to be in the pipeline soon. Luke, do you think DirecTV and DirecTV Now will implode due to the lawsuit? Highly unlikely. These kind of lawsuits typically rarely are successful. It's a law firm wanting to do a class action lawsuit to represent investors to basically say that AT&T misled them about DirecTV Now's growth and success. The truth is, it's just almost impossible to prove that. I'd be very surprised if it is successful. And according to the AT&T comment they sent us, this is actually the second lawsuit like this that has come out recently. I guess there was one back in February. So now there's two lawsuits, if I understand right. I have to find the other one. I haven't been able to find it. Haven't really had time yet. But yeah, more. But will this cause DirecTV Now to implode? Probably not. Well, Univision should be coming back to Sling. It could. They struck a deal to bring it back to Dish, but not Sling. For now, they're saying, hey, if you want Univision, get an antenna. Is Amazon Prime Day coming mid-July or perhaps earlier? Sometime this summer, there will be an Amazon Prime Day. They haven't said when yet, though. We'll probably find out in the next couple months when Amazon Prime Day will be. Luke, I want to get a Roku streaming device because I'm leaving DirecTV Now for YouTube TV. I noticed that the Streaming Stick Plus was the latest update in 2017. Will there be new Roku sticks this year? There could be. We are coming to Roku pretty much every year updates their streaming players, but that doesn't always mean it's a big update. Like last year, the Roku Ultra was updated, but the only thing that happened was they had different earbuds. That was it. So the actual device itself is the same. I use the Stick Plus when I travel, and I highly recommend it. I think it's a great device. Luke, have you seen the T-Mobile modems for the 4G LTE service that T-Mobile consumers are testing for 5G? Yeah, so T-Mobile actually has a 4G home internet service happening right now. It is $50 a month. Speed's a little limited. People are a little limited in the test market, but it's data cap free. T-Mobile specifically said this is an effort to test out different types of the back-end stuff, your customer service experience, what the device will look like, your user interface, and that kind of stuff to make it work. But I've seen the pictures, but I haven't played around with it in person. I will be keeping a close eye on it though, and as I learn more about T-Mobile's beta test of this, we'll let you know. NYC, can you believe that Fandango crashed due to Avengers Endgame pre-sale tickets? I heard that not only AMC or Fandango, I think AMC's website went down. I didn't realize that was going to be that popular. I knew it was going to be a popular movie. I didn't think it would crash websites. because I can't remember the last movie that crashed a ticketing website like that. Luke, will the voice remote work with my 2016 Roku Ultra? The 2016 Roku Ultra does come with a voice remote. Luke, I'm trying to decide which streaming service to get. My recommendation is try all of them. They all come with free trials. Pick out the ones you want from there. Really, there's no right service for anyone. Luke, what would it take to get you go back to cable? No contracts, cheaper packages, no hidden fees, no device rentals, and then we could talk about going back to cable. Luke, what do you think about the AAF shutting down? Yeah, I'm really sad if you've watched the what's everybody watching this weekend post I've been making. AAF has been what I've been watching the last couple of weeks. I'm a huge football fan, so it is kind of sad to see it go under. Luke, new here. Good internet what? I'm assuming you're asking what is good internet when you're cord cutting. A couple things. Internet depends wildly depending where you live. So my recommendation is that you shop around. 2, I would recommend at least 20-25 down for home internet. An HD stream of Netflix needs 5 down. So you know those numbers when they're talking about down. So per stream of Netflix, 5 down. So with a 20 down, you could get 4 HD streams of Netflix at the same time. So that's what I would recommend you do. Luke, is Netflix raising their price again? They are raising their price. It's the first price hike in 2 years. There's been some confusion though, because they announced it in January. They're notifying current subscribers now. So some people are like, wait, you raised your price in January and you're raising it again? And they're not. This is actually the same price hike that was announced in January, but only just now taken effect. So keep that in mind. This is not necessarily new. It's just what has already been there. Is Fubo TV adding new 4K channels? They are been slowly rolling them out. So I would not be surprised if new Roku channels are added soon. Let me turn that off so it doesn't bug everybody here. Any word on the HD Home Run app coming to Roku? Technically, now that Roku supports all their features, that was one of the things that held them up. They're always complaining about the fact that Roku did not have a certain impact coding. Roku now does have it on some of their devices. So it could happen. They've definitely been focusing on some other areas right now, but I could definitely see it happening. Have I seen the new Twilight Zone? No, I'm actually way behind on a lot of TV. It's been a very, very busy week. Is it tough to get just internet? No, every internet provider offers a just internet package. They will try to talk you into a bundle. Why? They'll try to make it sound like a better deal. Why are they doing that? Because they make more money if you bundle. They'll make it sound like a better deal, but in the end of the day, you're going to be spending more to them. So that's what they want. They want you to spend more to them. All right. Hey, if I haven't answered your question, re-ask it because I see all the questions flying by. What I want to know from everybody is, what are you watching right now? A lot of people have been talking about different things. Any movies or TV shows you would recommend at the moment? Leave me a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Luke, you have kids. What do you think about Kids Click shutting down? I had actually never heard of Kids Click. So unfortunately, I can't really comment on it. From talking to many of my readers, it seems like most people didn't even know that was a service. Probably a big part of why it shut down is people didn't know it was a service out there. A lot of baseball fans and more out here commenting. Hannah on Amazon, another Hannah on Amazon. That's apparently good show I should check out. Is Fox News coming to Sling? Could, but they haven't said anything yet. So fingers crossed they do bring it, as more options. I have not seen the movie Green Book. I haven't actually all year. I've not gone into a physical theater. It's been quite some time actually since I've gone into a theater. If DirecTV, I left DirecTV now 2 weeks ago as an early adopter and went to Hulu Live. Do you know if they will get a real guide? Yes, Hulu has announced that they are working on a real guide for Hulu, traditional grid guide style, that will be coming out sometime in the spring of 2019. So the next 2 or so months, we'll probably be seeing it. Yeah, the Weather Channel will be great on Sling, and the Weather Channel will be great on many services. Unfortunately, the owners of the Weather Channel have recently changed, so now the new owners need to strike these deals. Hopefully, they strike them soon. Love to see the Weather Channel on more services now that they have a new owner after the sale was completed. But they've had a new owner for a little over a year now. Watching the original Outer Limits on Prime Video. I didn't realize the original Outer Limits was on Prime. I've tried both the HD Home Run and Tableau. Not satisfied with either. Back to using a splitter to feed my 4 TVs. Well, John, if that works best for you, hardwired is always best. The benefit of a HD Home Run or a Tableau is not only are you streaming it to multiple devices, including mobile devices outside your home, etc., you're also getting a DVR. So always keep that in mind. Does YouTube TV include YouTube Premium, or is that not included? No, YouTube TV does include YouTube Originals, but the premium features like downloading your stuff for offline viewing, etc., is not available with YouTube TV, sadly. You think it would be. You would think it would be. Will streaming ever allow for channel flipping back and forth? Yes, increasingly streaming services do that. Sling was the first. On Roku, if you hit the back button, it will switch back to a previous channel. So as always, they are, just remember that different services do it different. Sling does have the ability to like scroll up and see the last 5 channels you saw. So there are ways to channel flip back and forth just like you would with cable. I actually like the Sling where it shows the 5 channels you just watched during sports, because I can have like 5 different football games and be quickly bouncing around between them. Make cord cutters news cozies to keep your beverages cooled. Well, that's not a bad idea. We do have I'll put a link to it down below in the show notes, but we do have a store with t-shirts and different kind of products out there if you're looking for that. Luke, I have a 2nd gen Fire TV stick. Is it outdated? I can't get Spectrum. Love your channel. I'm not sure if Spectrum is on it. I can't remember if Spectrum is on the Fire TV. I know it's on Apple. I know it's on Roku. I'm not sure about the Fire TV. But the 2nd gen stick is a little bit dated, but good enough to do most things now. If you are buying a new Fire TV stick now, I would strongly recommend spending that little bit of extra money and getting the Fire TV stick 4K. The specs on it is a huge improvement over the older version. Luke, have you tried the new Spectrum TV Essentials? No, I have not, but it's actually the exact same app as the Spectrum Choice service. So the app is the same, just the package is different. So your user experience, your and so forth is the same. The only difference is what channels you're paying for. Bobby says Spectrum is on the Fire TV. Thank you. Oh, I knew it was on Roku. I knew it was on the Apple TV. I couldn't remember about the Fire TV, but apparently, yes. Spectrum streaming app is available on the Fire TV. Yes, the Apple TV 2nd gen is it's an old model. Apple has a huge history of just saying, hey, we made a new device. Now we're not supporting the old device. So unfortunately, you're probably out of luck there. Luke, can Roku be jailbroken similar to a Fire TV stick? Now, you really don't break a Fire TV stick. When people say they have a jailbroken Fire TV stick, it usually means they've side-loaded apps on it for piracy content. Roku does have the ability to sideload or to have unofficial apps added, but Roku does crack down on piracy in a way that Amazon has not. So really, jailbreaking is something that really is a meaningless term in the world of streaming. It really is just typically used to describe something made for piracy. Okay, Chris says the Spectrum app is not available on the Fire TV unless you sideload it. So I'll check after the video. You know, the problem is there's so many apps out there. It's hard to sometimes keep track of all of them. That's why it's great to have so many people here. Luke has, okay. What is the Spectrum app? The Spectrum app is a streaming app from Spectrum. If you're a Spectrum Internet customer, they have some streaming-only TV packages. They have a new one for $14.99 that's a lot like Philo. They have one that's about $25, which includes your locals, a bunch of music channels, and then you can pick 10 channels from a list you want. Kind of closest thing to a la carte TV we've come to. But it's just an app like YouTube TV and more, but from Spectrum. Is sideloading apps illegal or legal? Well, sideloading apps is perfectly legal. There's a lot of legitimate apps to sideload, especially in the Fire TV. A lot of people sideload like the YouTube app because it doesn't have an official YouTube app. The problem with sideloading is when you sideload apps that give you free movies and TV shows. I'm not going to tell you not to do it, but that doesn't make it legal. So just keep that in mind. You know, you're welcome to do it. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm just going to warn you, you know, it's not exactly legal. And I know there'll be people who say, hey, you're not downloading anything, so it must be legal. Well, that's technically not true. When you stream something, you are downloading it. You're just not saving a copy of it. And just because you're streaming it doesn't make it legal. Streaming doesn't mean that suddenly everything is legal, as a lot of people have tried to argue. So just keep that in mind. Luke, do you consider Spectrum TV Essentials or Choice a cord cutting one? Yeah, I would say yes. It's really no different than getting Sling from Dish or DirecTV Now from AT&T, etc. The really thing if it fits your needs. You know, Spectrum's service offers the ability to $6 or $15 to get a bunch of channels, or $25 to help pick out which ones you want. So I would say yes, it is a cord cutting service. Again, though, not all cord cutting services are right for each person. Luke, what Roku model would you recommend? There are many Roku models. I think there's two. If you want a stick, get the Stick Plus. It's a much faster one with better Wi-Fi with 4K HDR. Even if you don't want to take advantage of that now, at least you have a device that will be able to take advantage of it in the future. If you really have the money and you don't plan to like travel, like I use my Stick Plus to travel with, get the Roku Ultra. It has a huge upgrade in speed and Wi-Fi and Ethernet options and stuff like that. Hey, I see a ton of new people here. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you're enjoying what we're doing. Second, hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still enjoy what you want to watch when you want to watch it and how you want to watch it legally. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable. Luke, Tableau advertised a new device for retro TV. Was that April Fool's? Yeah, it was April Fool's Day. I reported on it just out of fun because I thought it was something that most people would understand was an April Fool's Day joke, kind of like the Roku pause remote thing. I thought it was something that was kind of fun out there for people. Some people, I guess, did not appreciate that April Fool's joke. So next year we probably won't be doing anything like that. Brian, hey, thank you so much for that $2 donation. It really does help Core Cars News continue to run. Without donations like that, you know, Core Cars News just wouldn't be here. Jess, so she found it on the Spectrum's website, and the Fire TV is not listed for support. So apparently, yes, it is only on Roku and Apple TV at this time. Christopher, yeah, Philo is the great app, or did a sign up by fax machine. One of the little hidden Easter eggs with that. So Philo was taking signups via fax machine for April's Fools. But if you did do it, it actually worked. You could actually sign up by fax, and they gave you a 28-day free trial instead of the typical 7 days. So that was a pretty cool one right there. Ian, happy 45th birthday. I hope you have a fantastic 45 more years ahead of you. And happy birthday and enjoy. Luke, have you ever taken out Fizzy TV? Recently the Fizzy TV, I got to follow up with them. Tried to reach out for them a while back. I don't think I ever heard back, or maybe I missed their email. I'm not convinced about what the legal standard of Fizzy TV is, exactly how that works into the things, and what companies support or not. So I need to learn more about it before I recommend it or not. What type of Roku TV would you recommend? If you have the money, the higher end device right now is the Roku TCL 6 series. And that's been my vote for the best TV under $1,000. It's on sale. I think you can get a 50-inch for like 500 some right now, and a 60-inch for like 600, 700, somewhere in that range. If you have that money, I would get that. But really, all the Roku TVs, Roku has kind of set minimum standards on the performance of their TVs. So I think they're all really good TVs. And I would suggest that you go out of your way and check out all of them. But if you can, the 6 series is my pick for the best right now. Hey, everybody, make sure to wish Ian a happy birthday. It's great to see him here. Philo does have Viacom channels. It's one of the few that has it. DirecTV Now's new Max and Plus packages. We'll be adding it this week. And Fubo is adding Philo channels also. Sling TV has, Fubo is adding Viacom channels. Sling TV also has Viacom channels. Keep that in mind. Yep, don't forget to enter the giveaway. I put a link in the show notes. And let me share the link real quick here. So we're giving away to celebrate 60,000 subscribers on YouTube and 6 years since I cut the cord and started posting about it online. We're giving away a 65-inch Roku TV from TCL. Thank you to TCL. A $100 Sling TV gift card. And thank you to Sling. And Antennas Direct antenna. So thank you to all of them. Antennas Direct donated their antenna also to help us celebrate our 6th anniversary. Really appreciate it. Check out that giveaway. You don't have to do everything in that list to enter. The more things you do, the more entries you get. Luke, what do you think of the Fire TV Edition? TVs are on sale for $249. I think for $249, that's a good TV. Back when they were the same price as the Roku TVs, I would have said, get the Roku. I thought they were a little bit better quality. Hopefully this means Amazon's coming out with new TVs soon that will have a slightly improved performance, maybe a little more powerful, maybe a better design, not quite as cheap feeling. We'll see. Luke, what services are you currently using for live TV? Well, for work, I have all of them. So I have every live TV streaming service, the big 8 or 10. Some of the smaller ones I'm not paying for right now because they're redundant versions of the same other ones. But I would say there's really no one that's perfect. Sling TV is a great service, but doesn't have the Big Ten network. PlayStation Vue is a great service, doesn't have the Pac-12 network, and so on. So you really just pick out whichever one you like. I find, honestly, in my testing, they all perform very similar to each other. A lot of it comes down to, I like this user interface better than that user interface. I like this channel that this service has that other one doesn't. And you can really make an argument that, hey, this service is perfect for you and that service is perfect for somebody else. Each service will have a need for somebody. So so for YouTube TV tonight, what's the pros and cons? YouTube TV has a lot of pros, a lot of cons. Honestly, it all comes down to who has the right channels for what you want. Luke, would you recommend a VPN to hide your location? Increasingly, streaming services are cracking down on people using VPNs to get around the fact that they don't live in the area where they are. So I would say not necessarily use a VPN for that purpose, because often it's increasingly not working the way you want it to. But what will stay, though, is I have a VPN, and when I travel and I'm on public Wi-Fi, you better believe I'm using a VPN, because I do not trust public Wi-Fis, and I would strongly encourage you to not trust public Wi-Fis. Don't do any banking on public Wi-Fi, etc., without using a VPN. Jerry says, I use PlayStation Vue during football season and Sling TV Blue for the rest of the year. Yeah, I see a lot of people do that. Honestly, if it was just me and I didn't have this job, I would get Sling TV or PlayStation or DirecTV Now, etc. for football season. Maybe a little bit into basketball, depending on how March Madness is going for Michigan. But for the rest of the year, I wouldn't subscribe. I would probably just cancel and then pick back up for football the following year. Do you think HGTV will ever come to YouTube TV? It could, but I don't know. It's all guessing. All right. If you have a question, leave it down below. I'm going to do my best to answer them. When will Univision come to more services? It could. All reports, though, suggest that Univision wants a very high premium price that people don't seem to be willing to pay. Jonathan, he wants to know, can you stream adult content on Roku? Yes. The private channels. That's all I'm going to say. Roku has a policy that they allow adult content on Roku, but not in the Roku channel store. So you have to do your own research. It's out there, but you can sideload it through their unofficial channels one. All right. Hi, Luke. Is Amazon planning on adding a feature to the recast that will allow you to skip commercials? They have not said so. TiVo is working on it. Tableau is working on it. A few others are also working on it. Hey, Luke, what add-on channels for Amazon Prime would you recommend? I think many of them are great. If I had to pick one that would get all year round, it'd be Curiosity Stream. I love documentaries and educational programming, and Curiosity Stream has excellent quality stuff there. And of course, if it's during Silicon Valley, I would get the HBO add-on. How do you sideload? Just Google it. It's something that you can't really explain here. And honestly, 99.9% of the time, there's no reason to sideload anything. Most apps or most streaming players now have all the main streaming apps for cord cutting. Luke, do you think streaming companies will crack down on password sharing? They already do to a certain extent. The biggest thing they're trying to crack down on is people using VPNs, etc., to get around the location. Why are they doing that? Because they don't pay the licensing for other markets out there. So keep in mind, when you're in the United States, Netflix owns the rights to the stuff here. But that movie you're watching here may have, another streaming service in the UK may own the rights to it. Keep that in mind. Look, have you seen any trouble with streaming that is done through internet that is ran over by radio waves? No. Really, fundamentally, it's really no different than using Wi-Fi. And I stream all the time on Wi-Fi. And I have used some of these betas where like demos 5G and stuff, and it seems to work fine. Do you think ESPN Plus will add Formula One? ESPN Plus has been adding a ton of content. They're now the exclusive UFC pay-per-view provider, I believe, if I remember correctly. I would say ESPN Plus will probably continue to add sports and content. Texas Firefighter. If DirecTV, he says he's tried all of them and DirecTV now works best for him. Hey, if that works best for you, go with it. There's really no right or wrong answer when it comes to which streaming service you should use or which one you shouldn't use. So just keep that in mind. NAB next week. Yes, I will be at the National Association of Broadcasters convention next week. We will be doing coverage. Not sure what that means for our Q&A. I'm going to still try to do our Q&A. I try to block out some time so I'll be free to do that. Will Sling TV still get pay-per-view events? I am not sure. I believe it's going to be only on ESPN Plus now. DirecTV Now's price was scheduled to increase on April 1st. It's actually, I believe, April 7th. And then your next bill after that will go up. I have a Roku Streaming Stick Plus. What TV should I buy? Roku TV or Samsung TV? If you're going back and forth, I'd get the cheaper one. I think Roku TVs are typically cheaper than most of the Samsung ones. But I think they're both great options. You can always plug your Roku into your Samsung TV. Lindy, hey, thank you for being a sponsor of Cord Cutters News by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. What is the minimum recommended Wi-Fi speed for live streaming? I would recommend at least 20-25 down. Once you get over 100 though, you're really not going to see a big change in streaming. So just keep that in mind. What happened to VidGo? So VidGo is live. They do have a live TV streaming servers out there for Spanish. And they're beta testing an English version, which will reportedly come out this year. So VidGo is live out there. You can subscribe to it if you like Spanish. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you being a sponsor too. That $5 a month, it may not seem like much, but it adds up when a lot of people subscribe to it. It really does help us a lot. So thank you. I do appreciate your support of Core Cars News. Hey, East Coast, I kind of answered this earlier. Honestly, if you have a Roku Stick Plus and you want to continue to use it, you can always get the Samsung. My recommendation would be get the cheaper of the two TVs. If you're looking for an under $1,000 TV, the TCL 6 series is the best. If you're looking for something over $1,000, I would look at the Samsung ones out there. Luke, any rumors about new channels being added to YouTube TV? Nope, nothing, no reported new channels coming. Chuck, you are correct that PlayStation Vue does have the NESN network nationwide with their sports one, but nationwide it does not allow the games. So you can watch the studio programming, the highlights, and that kind of stuff, but the actual games are only streamed in market. All right, everybody. Hey, I'm going to really quick do a 20-second ad because it pays the bills, and I really appreciate it. And we'll be right back in about 15-20 seconds. For everybody else who is not watching this or watching the ad, hey, don't forget we're giving away a 65-inch TCL Roku TV, a $100 Sling TV gift card, an Antennas Direct antenna. I will put that link. Oops, sorry, I did not mean to drop that. But I just put a link there if you want to enter the giveaway. Do I have a suggestion for a good game? Like what game system, what device? Let me know. I'll see if I got one out there. You want the biggest 4K HDR TV? I think the TCL 6 series, if you want to stay under 2,000, they have a 75-inch one under 2,000. But with a budget of 3,000, I think most 75-inch TVs now are under 3,000. Most companies at least offer one that is under that way. Larry, it's great to see that Canadian space channels finally including audio in their streaming channels. It's good to hear. I do not know if VidGo has Univision. You check their website. They have a full breakdown there. Luke, any NFL rumors about NFL Sunday Ticket coming? So this, the commissioner of the NFL has said they intend to offer a cord-cutting friendly version of the Sunday Ticket. What that will look like, when that will happen, we just don't know, unfortunately. What's your thoughts on, Luke, on Adobe and Roku partnering to remove repetitive advertising? Just an advertising play there. Hopefully, it improves the overall ad environment. Luke, when using PlayStation Vue, can you sign into apps like TNT, TBS, FX, and more? Yes, most of PlayStation Vue's channels do include access to the app. All right, Luke, what is Amazon's news service? We don't know, other than Amazon is working and partnering with news organizations to offer an ad-supported free news streaming service out there. So keep an eye on it. Luke, have you checked out the Watch the Weather Channel app for Roku? Yes, but you need a provider to take full advantage of it. It's just like the TNT app or the the CNN app. You sign in with your provider to access content through it. Luke, do you think the NVIDIA Shield will get a new model in 2019? Very likely. There's reported that they are testing out new remotes, NVIDIA was quick to say just because there may be a code name in some software for a different type of remote doesn't necessarily mean anything is happening this year. Luke, any word on Locast adding more markets? They have said they intend to continue to add more. They're pretty hard and hot and heavy right now looking for money. So I think they're more focused on that at the moment. Luke, yes, John. Hulu has, I've sat down with Hulu. I've seen the new update. This spring, they do have an update to their app coming that will bring a great guide and all kinds of other new features. NYC, I signed up for the Stars 30-day free trial on the Roku channel. Can I access Stars content on their standalone app? I'm not sure. I believe, though, that all the content that Stars offers through their app is now available through the Roku one. Is cord cutting worth it if you only get 5 channels? I'm assuming you mean with an antenna. I would say yeah, because you can always get a streaming service that gives you the other channels you didn't want. So I think for 90, 95, maybe 98, 99% of Americans, cord cutting will give you everything you want and more for less. Luke, is Hulu Live planning on getting AMC or Comedy Central anytime soon? We haven't heard. When it comes to adding channels, most services do not announce it until it's actually live for a variety of reasons. So I can't say, yeah, this is coming because they haven't announced it, unfortunately. Luke, can you do a write-up on which channel apps authentication is available on each live TV streaming service? We used to have one. I think it's a little dated now. The thing with that is increasingly a lot of the streaming services are just putting in their content. For instance, Sling has all the content the FX app has through the Sling service. So their thing is you don't need access to the FX app there. And access to the network apps costs money. So keep that in mind. The more network apps you have, the more money you have to pay. Hello, T. Davis. Thank you for that $1 donation. It really does help us. May seem small, but it really does add up. Luke, any word on HBO Go or HBO Now deals coming up? Unfortunately, AT&T looks like they're trying to get as much money as possible out of streaming, so I wouldn't hold your breath for any deals. Luke, I have an antenna and I get 45 channels. Nice, East Coast. I'm getting about 47 too. It's amazing how many channels you can get with an antenna. I know not everybody gets great antenna reception, but the vast majority of people will. Luke, is YouTube TV a good deal? $40. Hey, Jim, if it offers the channels you want, yeah, it's a great deal. The question is, does it offer the channels you want? So shop around and take a look at which channels you want, which ones out there offer what you want. Luke, do you think Viacom has become more cord cutting friendly? Yes, definitely. Viacom has gone a long ways from a couple years ago where they were taking their content off Hulu, off PlayStation View, etc., where they said, hey, we want to go and support cable. We want people to subscribe to cable. And now they've turned that around and gone and say, you know what, never mind. We're happy to help you with cord cutting. And they're making their stuff available. They're buying Pluto and they're offering free content. So yeah, I would say it's a lot more cord cutting friendly. Luke, my TCL TV died. If I buy a Sharp TV, will it still be able to get Fandango Now? Yes, Fandango Now is available on all Roku devices, regardless of which TV manufacturer it comes from. Have you contacted TCL's customer service? They have a pretty good customer service. I would contact them if your TV mysteriously died like that. They may be able to help you. All right, hey, we got 10 more minutes. If I haven't answered your question, get it in. Next week, we should have the Q&A as normal, but it may be on the road. So we'll see how that all gets set up. But super big thank you to everybody for your support of our channel. Really, really appreciate everything you have done to help Cord Cutters News grow. It's been a huge help. Luke, T-Mobile today signed with Viacom on a new TV streaming service. Yes, so T-Mobile last year announced a new TV service that they hope to be, quote, disruptive. And now they have struck a deal with their first major content provider, Viacom. They say it's going to come out sometime this year. We just don't know when. Luke, would you recommend CBS All Access? If it's what you want to watch. If you want to watch The Twilight Zone, check it out. If you want to watch the Star Trek Discovery, check it out. Otherwise, probably not. It really depends if they have the shows you want. Luke, any news on the Fox Sports regionals? Yeah, so when Disney closed on buying Fox, clock started. They had 90 days to sell. I want to say they're at probably 70 or so days right now. Keep that in mind. Luke, what do you think about... first of all, John, thank you for that $5 donation. Really appreciate it. Huge help. But he says, Luke, what can we do to convince Hulu to update the Android TV app so we can get Hulu live? They've kind of hinted that they are working on that. There's a new head of the Hulu app. The previous one basically said, hey, the market is so small that's just not worth it anymore. So I would say with the growth of Android TV recently, they may be out there and say, hey, maybe now it's worth it. But at the time, it wasn't. What can you do to help Hulu do that? Send Hulu an email. Let them know that you want this the new app on Android TV. Hey, thank you greatly for the $5 donation. He says, Luke, does Sling TV have the Science Channel? Yes, the Sling TV does have the Science Channel, as does Philo, Hulu, and PlayStation Vue. All those have the Science Channel. John, thank you for your support. Luke, will Viacom be working on improving the reliability of Pluto TV? Probably, now that they own it. Though I would say Pluto TV, in my experience, has been very reliable. What kind of problems are you running into? Look, TV schedules are easy to find for cable subscribers. Is there a website for cord cutters that consolidates what content is available on streaming services over the air included? Titan TV is the one I would check out. Titan TV. Science Channel is as good as Curiosity Stream. Actually, some of the Science Channel hosts are now over at Curiosity Stream. Yeah, I see I did cut out for a quick second. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, live streaming is still a work in progress. Did the price of DirecTV Now increase to $50? Yes, new subscribers are seeing a price hike to $50. You are right, Colin. The Science Channel is an add-on for Hulu, not part of the base package. Oh, did I want to answer that question? Re-ask that question. I'll answer again. I'll try to see if I can scroll back up and see what it was. Oh, yeah. So, from my understanding, I wouldn't be surprised if Viacom does invest in the Pluto TV infrastructure. You said you've been having reliability issues. I have not. What issues are you having? Is Big Cable trying to kill cord cutting by buying up the devices? No. I don't think anybody's going to be buying Apple TV or Amazon, and I don't really think anybody's going to be buying Roku, to be honest with you. John, thank you so much for that $10 donation. Huge thank you. I really appreciate it. Really does. It doesn't seem like much, but it does add up a lot. Luke, what if you were a subscriber for the price hike? I'm assuming you're talking about DirecTV Now. If you are not happy with it, there's many other services out there to try. Michael, hey, thank you so much for that $3 donation. Again, it really adds up. It's a huge help. It says, love your show. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Advice on ditching DirecTV Now. There's really no right or wrong answer to that. A lot of people at Sling, YouTube TV, PlayStation Vue seem to be some of the front runners in that one. I would give them all a try. They all offer free trials, Fubo and others, and see if it works for you. Hey, I'll keep an eye on that. But if you're experiencing Pluto TV channels dying, I believe they have a help email. Send an email and let them know. Chuck, another Michigander here. Thanks so much for the $2 donation. I really do appreciate it. Luke, is AT&T Sportsnet Southwest still the only AT&T Sportsnet on Fubo TV? Yes, but now that there's one, hopefully there will be more soon. Fingers crossed. I really hope that they'll continue to roll more of them out in the weeks and months to come. Luke, which streaming service offers 4 simultaneous streams? I want to say, or so PlayStation View does inside your home. Once you exit your home, they have limitations on outside the home streaming. Fubo TV, I think they actually max out 3. And there's a few others. Now, my thing I find is a lot of people are like, oh, I need 4 streams because, I got 4 people. What I find very rarely is that 4 people all at the same time watching a live stream at once. For what I typically find is a couple people are watching Netflix, somebody's watching some free YouTube video, and then 2 people are watching a streaming service. So keep that in mind. Oh, Jess, thank you. Sling Orange plus Blue has up to 4, but it limits on which one. So you can be watching 1 of the Sling Orange channels and then 3 of the Sling Blue channels at the same time. It's kind of a confusing system a little bit. That's my defense of why I didn't think of it. Yeah, Hulu with live TV does offer an unlimited streaming one where you can get unlimited numbers of streams, but it's a little bit pricey, to be honest with you. Luke, do you see some advantages coming to streaming services? Any specific ones like 4K, sports, Olympics, etc.? Fubo already has 4K. PlayStation View has said they're working on 4K. Wouldn't be surprised others are. So yeah, there are a lot of advantages to streaming, I firmly believe, over cable. Yeah, so unlimited streams for Hulu is $15 a month. Thank you, Robert, for reminding me of the exact price. Not sure if that $60 a month to get unlimited streams is really worth it. I think for most people, you don't need unlimited streams because, like I said, I find when I talk to most people, they have 2 or 3 streams is enough because not everybody's watching live TV at the same time. Typically, most people are watching, somebody else is watching Netflix, somebody else is watching YouTube, etc. Do you think ESPN will ever be added as a Roku channel? ESPN, it does have a Roku channel. There is an ESPN app that allows you to either log into your provider or get ESPN Plus. Just search for ESPN in the Roku channel store. Is there any way to get the Yes Network as a standalone subscription? Not to my knowledge, but they are on several different streaming services. The Yes Network is on Fubo, YouTube TV, DirecTV Now, PlayStation View, Hulu, and Sling TV. Luke, did Hulu cut the price of its add-on for live TV? No, its add-on for live TV went up. Hulu's limited commercial on demand service went down. They knocked $2 off that price. So they did cut the price, but then raised the other one. All right, last calls for questions. Again, hey, if you're new here, I see so many new faces. That's great. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm here. We do daily cord cutting news updates. We have how-to guides, reviews, tips, tricks, and more all about the world of cable TV or of cord cutting out there to help you break free from cable TV. I'm reading the comment is cable dying, and I'm talking. Doesn't always work well. Yes, cable TV is slowly dying year after year after year. They're losing subscribers. What I find funny is that cable TV is out there like, oh, the growth of cord cutting is slowing down, but we still expect it to set record growth this year. Okay, right. It's not as fast. It's not cord cutting as fast as you predicted, but we're still cutting the cord. Always love the comments like that. I think cord cutting should have grown faster. So even though it's setting records, it's the end of the world. So whenever I see that, I always kind of laugh. Luke, will I be a subscriber to Apple TV Plus? I will definitely be checking out Apple TV Plus. I don't know enough about it to say I would want to use it. We don't know how much content. We don't know a price. We don't know what features it will offer. So For now, I'm interested. Professionally, I will subscribe to it to test it out and give you my professional opinion on it. But that my recommendation for you is, for now, I can't say if it's good or not because we just don't know enough. What are your thoughts on the AAF potentially folding? I heard that XFL will buy assets from them for 2020. I love the AAF with only a couple more weeks left. I'm kind of sad to see they couldn't finish out the last few weeks, especially since CBS just announced they were going to move some of the games from the CBS Sports Network over to the main, over to CBS. So I thought that would have been cool. So I am a little sad to see that close, but we'll see what happens. It would be great if the XFL bought some of them. I would love to have a spring league. I don't necessarily care if it's the AAF or the XFL. Was enjoying having an AAF team down here in Texas. That was fun. I was hoping to get to a game this month, but I guess that's not happening now. But yeah, so it is what it is. Is a Core Cars News podcast coming? We definitely have been thinking about that. The closest thing to a podcast right now is the daily YouTube videos I do right here, which you can watch or listen to as a podcast in the car if you so choose. But yeah, we're always looking at options to expand. Yeah, I really enjoyed the football, and I thought it was actually surprisingly good quality football. A lot of fun games. I enjoyed the 2-point conversions being mandatory. I thought that was a lot of fun. All right, last call for questions. Have about 2 more minutes. Will the Apple Roku run 4K? So the Apple TV, I'm assuming when you're talking about the Apple TV app coming to Roku's, I would be surprised if it doesn't offer 4K on Roku devices that support 4K. Luke, do you think there's going to be a new next big streaming service as an alternative to Sling, YouTube TV, etc.? T-Mobile is doing one, so there'll be one to add on there. Vidgo is coming out with one. So yeah, there are others still coming on the market to take on Sling, YouTube TV, etc. All right, everybody, I think we're going to cut it right here. Thank you so much for your support. 60,000 now as I talk, almost 61,000. Let's see where we are real quick. 60,952. So just need 48 more people. We'll be at 61,000. On our way to 100,000. So huge thank you for your support. I really, really do appreciate it. Every day we're going to try to get better and help you break free from the high cost cable TV. So your subscription, those thumbs up, all that really does help us. I appreciate your support. I will be at the National Association of Broadcasters Convention next week covering the whole show. So keep an eye out here. We'll be having more news, tips, tricks, reviews. I hope to be doing some show floor videos, shoot a lot of video while I'm there. So thank you for your support. I will see you next week. Until then, don't forget every day, Monday through Friday, we're posting daily news caps, talking about the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now. We are also posting over at corecarsnews.com, all kinds of news. And if you have a question, visit us on Facebook. Just search for Cord Cutting Tech Support or Cord Cars News for our Facebook page, Cord Cutting Tech Support for our Facebook group. Keep that in mind. Colin, thanks for that. No, I didn't realize they were offering a $9.99 version of the unlimited screen version of Hulu if you have the advanced DVR also. All right, everybody, I'm going to hit play on a 15-second ad because it pays the bills and it really does help us a lot. For everybody else, don't forget that we have a giveaway going. We're giving away a 65-inch Roku TV from TCL with 4K HDR. It's the 6 series, our vote for the best one out there. A $100 Sling TV gift card, an Intense Direct antenna, and more. I'll drop that link in there again one more time. So a special thank you to everybody for that. Check out that giveaway. We're celebrating 60,000 subscribers on YouTube and 6 years since I cut the cord and started posting about it online. So keep that in mind. All right, everybody, now that the ad's done, have a great week. I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. I appreciate your support.